In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cardinals will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Noles!
How about that play? Yeah, that was a great job by the return man, but how about the execution and the blocking? Everybody getting a hat on a hat. They set up that return perfectly. You can't start a game better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He might have been looking just to set up his offense, but he put a touchdown on the board with that 92-yard return. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Louisville's offense takes the field to start this game off. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
And that pass picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Glenn. Pocket starts to collapse. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Second down coming up. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. It's a draw. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Shoots it to the left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carry.
Oh, picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
On a cold night, you feel every collision, blocking, tackling, whatever. Even when you get an interception like you did right there, it still hurts. So the cold will be a factor in this ball game. And how about the defense coming out, making a statement right out the gates?
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Using his legs, it's Meyer. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Fast motion from the offense. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set,
he's going for it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown Seminoles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Good right down the boulevard.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They get him down after he makes the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The play-action fake. He's going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Unleashes one. Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCoy. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, still looking. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, no! The AT unit on the field.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And here's the third interception of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
They're just about ready to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space to them.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the rough. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Cardinals will punt this one away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
Just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. A running back has it. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just not.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, no! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back on the offense, coming out ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
And the returner goes down. Offense set on 1st down. To the air, it's Glenn. Trying to make magic with his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to take off. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Seminoles look to do some damage in the red zone. Coming after it. Got a man. It's Thomas. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
From the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barge in. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. He's got the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go right back to the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to move it through the air. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. This offense has a 2nd down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. To the air on 1st down. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Hands it off. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Oh, look out. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And I think some people don't like that. They think it's piling on. But listen, the offense is running the football. They're not throwing it all over the yard. Your job to stop it, even though we might have some fun handshakes at the end of this one.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.